If you're anywhere near the world of tech or AI, you have been hearing these two terms absolutely everywhere: AI agents and agentic AI. But what is the deal with them? What do they actually mean? I mean, they get used interchangeably all the time, and let's be honest, it's causing a ton of confusion. So today, we're going to clear all that up. And look, it's not just you or me wondering about this. This is a real question, pulled from a community of AI developers. You know, when the experts themselves are in a debate over something, that's when you know it's really worth digging into.
So the most common take you're going to hear is this one, right? A lot of people, a lot of smart people just think there's no real difference. It's just two ways of saying the exact same thing. Case closed.
Then, of course, you've got the more cynical view, that it's all just buzzwords. You know, some fancy term that marketing teams came up with to make a product sound way more cutting edge than it actually is.
But then, you start seeing comments like this one, and this is where it gets interesting. This suggests there really is a meaningful difference. That one term is talking about a single player, and the other, it's talking about the entire team. And that's the idea we're going to really dive into.
All right, so to untangle this whole thing, let's start on some familiar ground. Let's talk about the AI agent. What are we actually talking about when we use that phrase?
The easiest way to think about an AI agent is to picture a specialist, a really focused little robot. You give it one specific job, you give it super clear instructions, and it follows them to the letter. It's built to do one thing and do it perfectly.
So what does that actually look like? Well, think about your smart speaker. You tell it to play a song, and it's great at that one task. But it works alone. It totally forgets what you just asked it the second it's done. And it will never ever do anything until you give it a very specific command. It's a fantastic tool for sure, but it's totally reactive.
Okay, so if that's what a single agent is, how do we get to something that's, well, a lot more powerful? That's the bridge we cross to get to agentic AI.
Right, so if an AI agent is that one specialist, agentic AI is the entire team of specialists, all coordinated by a kind of digital project manager. It's a whole system of agents that can talk to each other, coordinate their actions, and work together to solve huge, complex problems, often without a human needing to approve every single little step.
And this is really where the magic happens. An agentic system doesn't just wait for one command. You give it a big, high-level goal, and it figures out how to break that down into smaller pieces. Then it delegates each piece to the best agent for that job. It manages the whole workflow, and get this, if it hits a roadblock, it adapts the plan all on its own.
And this isn't just a theory. That same Reddit user shared this unbelievable real-world example of an agentic system they actually built. It was for procurement, and it literally, on its own, noticed a flaw in its process, designed a fix, and then actually built a new user interface to solve the problem. I mean, that's real autonomy in action.
This amazing analogy from another user just sums it all up perfectly. An AI agent is like Google Maps. You give it a command, get me to the airport, and it does it. Agentic AI, that's like a real-life personal assistant who sees the traffic jam, understands the implication, you're going to miss your flight, and then proactively rebooks your flight, calls an Uber, and reschedules your meeting, all without you asking.
Okay, so here it is. This is the crucial point. This is the aha moment that clears up almost all of the confusion. The whole problem comes from mixing up two totally different ideas: how an AI is built versus how it acts.
So, an expert named David R. Longnecker put it just perfectly, and this is the key takeaway. Agent-based is a term about architecture. It's about how it's built. But agentic, that's about behavior. It's about how a system acts with autonomy, with initiative, with agency.
And this is such a key insight. You see, you could build a system with tons of simple agents that, together, don't really do anything very smart. But on the flip side, a single, incredibly powerful large language model, something like GPT-4o, can show profoundly agentic behavior all by itself. So it's about the action, not just the architecture.
So you might be thinking, okay, who cares? Why does this difference even matter? Well, it matters a whole lot, because this shift from simple tools to autonomous, agentic systems is fundamentally changing our entire relationship with technology.
And it is changing fast. I want you to just take a look at this number for a second. 15%. What in the world could that possibly be referring to?
Well, according to Gartner, that is the percentage of our daily work decisions that will be made autonomously by agentic AI. By 2028,
Think about that. We're going from basically 0% today to AI moving from just a tool that we use to a teammate that is making decisions right there alongside us.
And this new power lets us take on problems at a scale we could never even dream of before. You know, a single agent can't solve climate change, but an agentic system, it could coordinate trillions of data points from weather, energy, and transport to find new solutions. It could manage the insane complexity of a smart city or act like a whole team of medical specialists to revolutionize how we care for patients.
So, what all this is pointing to is a fundamental, ground-level shift in how we are going to interact with artificial intelligence from here on out.
We are leaving a world where we had to give AI very specific step-by-step instructions. First do this, then do that. And we are entering a new era where we simply provide the intent. We just give it the high-level goal, and the agentic system figures out the how all by itself.
And that really leaves us with a pretty profound question. As AI gets more and more capable of acting on its own, our most important job isn't telling it what to do anymore. It's deciding what it should do. So let me ask you, when your AI can act on its own, what goals will you give it?